And so when you hear people who are wealthy being subjectively honest about their own experience and then what's made them happy, it is hard to hear.
Yeah.
Like I was just imagining if
No,
I was hearing this, these stories when I was in that situation, I would still fucking go for it anyway.
right. Now, let's say that there's a big difference between not being able to buy food for your kids
Yeah.
and making 200 grand per year.
Yeah.
And the difference between 10 grand a year and 200 grand a year is massive.
Yeah.
Takes away so many stresses, so many, worries about being evicted and whatnot. But the difference between 200 grand and 500 grand is not that much. And the difference between 500 grand and 20 million is not that much. And the difference between 20 million and 20 billion is zero. I think that's a lot of what it comes down to. And even I think there is such thing as like a peak net worth that you would want in life, after which all the money that you accrue becomes like a social liability. I mean, who has more social liability or like pressure than the mega rich? Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos. There's like huge amount of pressure. Like you better donate this money and you better do a good job doing it, kind
Mm.
of thing. And I think that number of like, and at a much lower, like realistic level for people, it's when your friends learn you make a lot of money and we go out for dinner and they're like, you're paying, right? And that's a small thing, but it can really grate on people that like, oh, it's going to change how people think about me. Now, that's a good problem to have, of course, but it's a thing. And I think the idea of there is a maximum amount of like there is a net worth level at which your happiness is going to be maximized, and
Do,
it's probably lower than you think.
do you think it's important for people to have an idea what their number is?